Guy Waits has arrived. He's cleared customs this morning, and to meet him here, look who's here. And your name is?
Mike Smith.
That's right. And you've greeted Guy here on his arrival.
Yeah, this is Guy Waits. I'm quite impressed with Guy. Found the two royals along the route. That was part of the challenge. The Royal Cape Yacht Club and now the Royal Yacht Club of Tasmania, I think it's called. Yeah, so it's pretty good. So I was meant to be joining Guy in this race and didn't quite make it. It's always a big thing. Too much cost, too little time, too much to do.
And Guy, isn't it exciting to have this greeting here?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you very much. And Mike's, for those of you, I'm sure most people do know, that Mike is actually building a Suhaili replica, basically, and doing an incredible job of it. And obviously, boat building takes a very long time. So although he hasn't made the 2022 race, hopefully he'll be in the 2026 with a very well built and thoroughly prepared boat. So I wish you all the best with that.
Thanks, Guy.
And
that's a massive challenge to take on a boat build as well as a circumnavigation.
it certainly is. Now tell me about your arrival here.
Yeah, I had a bit of a tough time. I mean, we were going well, Sagamata and I, and we left Cape Town, South Africa, on the 22nd of December, 3 days before Christmas. And once we got around Cape Agulhas, we had pretty good weather every day, virtually making good miles for Hobart, trying to get here for the 31st of January, which is obviously the cut-off point for continuing with GGR, and sadly we haven't made that. And kind of worse than that for me was that because I haven't made the cut-off point, I'm really sort of not in the GGR at all.
But the effort and the accomplishment, the achievement is really significant, isn't it?
Well, it's if anything keeps me motivated and going, it's the fact that I've put so much of myself into this whole project that I don't think I'm going to let anything stop me. And also a great many people who've supported and donated and sponsored me and assisted me to get this far. I don't want to let any of them down either. So it's all part of the challenge. I'm going to keep going, and my original plan, when I found out that I wasn't going to be making the 31st of January cut-off point for Hobart, was actually not to come to Hobart at all, but to keep going and aim for the south of South Island, New Zealand, which is what I was doing. I was down around 48 degrees south, and then a depression came right up over the top of me. And part of the effects of that, unfortunately, is that the life raft, which was mounted in a cradle on the aft deck, the lazarette deck here. A breaking wave knocked me down in the middle of the storm, and it's actually broken the webbing that was holding the life raft on, and the whole lot's gone over the side, and then the paint has pulled tight and snapped, and an ocean category life raft is gone. And although the boat's as seaworthy and watertight as it is, I don't think any of my family would thank me for continuing on without a life raft. But other than that, Sagamata is in very good shape. I have no problems with the boat at all. Everything works. I've just lost a life raft. So
Hydrovane good?
Hydrovane all good, no problems there at all. No problems with battery charging or anything. I don't have problems.
The wind generator is fine?
Yeah, I mean it lost its nose cone. The little plastic nose cone flew off, but it keeps the batteries charged day and night.
And you've got your solar all working?
Yeah, solar's working. The solar doesn't do quite so much when you're down here in the south. You get a lot of long grey days, but it's there anyway. The main charging source in this part of the world for me, with the constant breeze day and night, is the wind turbine. It's doing a fantastic job.
And the rig?
The rig's all good. Yeah, Z-Spars did a fantastic job of installing the new rig and rigging. No rigging issues, no sail damage, absolutely no problems with the boat whatsoever. The whole thing's good to go. I'm just obviously the initial problem of the barnacles, as that's had the biggest impact. That put me in Chichester class, and then in spite of the effort made in Cape Town to get here as soon as we could for the cut-off point, we didn't make that, and now with a life raft as well. So it's been a tough challenge, but we keep
and
going.
the hull, no barnacles or any growth at all after Cape Town.
Not at all. No.
None at all. Yeah.
I think the barnacle issue exists somewhere between about 20 degrees north and 20 degrees south.
Yes.
So if you can get through that part of the world without barnacle issues, then you should be good for the rest of the world. But I don't think there's a single entrant in the race who hasn't been affected by barnacle growth of some sort.
That's right.
It wasn't until I arrived here in Hobart yesterday evening that I actually found out that Jeremy has since had to go into Chichester class because he hauled out here to finally deal with the issue.
Yes, there's video footage on the Facebook page
Right,
of
yeah.
very serious growth.
Yeah, once you get that kind of marine fouling, if you think you can just drop an anchor and swim under the boat and scrape them off, you're deluded.
Right.
I mean,
You actually can't scrape them off. They are attached with a hard mollusk to
Right.
the hull,
Yeah.
and it's just almost physically impossible without a very sharp chisel.
Yeah, very sharp scraping tool, and then having done that to the whole boat in Cape Town, I then gave the whole thing a wet and dry, cleaned it all off, let it to dry, and then re-anti-fouled. But to be fair, now I'm in this part of the world, I shouldn't have a problem with that. The only problem I'm going to have with goose barnacles is when I start heading north, back up the Atlantic. So.
Yeah. And now that you've cleared customs here, we're just waiting on Jason from the Royal Yacht Club of
That's
Tasmania
right.
to come and give you a hand to get you into a berth
Yeah.
where you will reprovision, try and locate a life raft, and then set off again.
Yeah, if you're in Tasmania and you have an ocean life raft available, I need to speak to you because it's the only thing stopping me from leaving Tasmania at the moment. Obviously, it's getting pretty late in the year now, February 10th and February 11th local time, and it's getting later and later for the Southern Ocean and Cape Horn. The sun is already going north and I'm going south, so in the nicest possible way, Tasmania, the sooner I get out of here the better.
Yes, but you're always welcome back.
Thank you
Right.
very much.
Thank you very much, Guy.
Cheers, Alex.